Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T-Dub Whatsblazing Sports. Yes, of course, I am back at it. Like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. And guys, back in the news again is Paulie Malignaggi, who became famous because Adrian Broner was doing his best impression of Trey Songz and playing Mr. Steal Your Girl from Paulie Malignaggi. And he did successfully steal Paulie Malignaggi's main chick. Here's a clip. But guys, the reason we are here today is because Paulie Malignaggi just can't let it go. I mean, to me, the racism, the hatred towards a lot of black males or black men, period, is just spilling out of him. And guys, again, people talking about there's no racism in boxing. There's racism in boxers or ex-boxers or ex-commentators or whatever he's doing today to find himself back in front of a microphone once again, talking, not boxing, but about the death, the murder of George Floyd. So, looks like Paulie Malignaggi is on Mario Lopez, famously known as AC Slater, that really made his career, on his show with someone else, I think Steve somebody, and out of nowhere on this sports show where boxing should be talking, Paulie Malignaggi couldn't help himself, right? This has been on his mind. See, when a guy talks about this live on a microphone, it's not the first time. He's been talking about it before, talking about it at home, talking about it to anybody but listen, pleading his case, and now he looks like he's talking, and all of a sudden, like, yeah, and this goes back to George Floyd. This is what he really want to talk about. Now, I haven't even seen the whole video, but in my opinion, when he brought up George Floyd, doesn't matter what he was talking about in the beginning. That's what he really wanted to talk about. That's what's on his mind. And the moment he opened that Pandora's box to talk about it, it starts spilling out. And guys, I'm going to let you hear a little bit to let you know what he was talking about, George Floyd. Even calling a dead man that died before his time, calling this guy names. Listen, I'm going to play a little bit. I hope you guys can hear it. Here we go. This is what he said. Listen.
A crackhead criminal who was still unjustly treated, but let's face it, probably died for a lot of reasons. A crackhead criminal who was still unjustly treated, but let's face it, probably died for a lot of reasons. Maybe.
Wow! A crackhead criminal that died of a lot of reasons. And he went on to say that, yeah, the officer might have been one of those reasons. Listen, man, this is blunt in your face. And there's a part in here where he started mentioning like George Floyd, which is basically one of the reasons he's died, is he was taking too long for the police officer. Like, listen, they don't got 6-7 hours for you to get in the car. Like, come on, I got time to wait. I am so shocked that the people in here, especially this Mario Lopez, who was one of my favorite actors once I was watching him on Saved by the Bell, and I kind of tracked throughout, most of his career on things he did, things he hosted. I was a big fan of, I think it was America's Best Dance Crew. He hosted that. I was a big supporter. Listen, I got to ask you guys this. If this was not a black guy that died, maybe Paulie was telling this story about a Mexican American or Mexican that died. Do you think Mario Lopez would laugh at that, wasting the cops' time? This could be one of the reasons why. Maybe, let's say if somebody else telling this story, and this is about someone that's an Italian. You think an Italian would laugh at another Italian who got murdered, and one of the reasons is you're wasting his time and you call this guy a crackhead drug addict? Do you think so? No. They would not laugh at it because they'd be laughing at themselves, making a mockery of themselves, which it disappoints me that this would be the topic of the show, that Paulie Malignaggi will once again go viral for racial comments, in my opinion. Listen, I don't know what's going to go from here, but, I mean, if you work with this guy, in sports and you put him ahead to talk about fighters, it really shows a lot about your company. Imagine if you are on trial. Imagine being anyone black and Paulie Malignaggi gets picked to be on the jury. Imagine. You're done. You are done. If he is picked on, matter of fact, he will try to volunteer to be on the jury. I can imagine how many he tried to volunteer for, how many he might have actually been on, how many verdicts he probably helped convict. And then when he goes home, he feels himself like, yeah, I did that. I did something good today. Listen, man. The whole thing with Paulie could possibly be Adrian Broner's fault. This could be his fault because if Adrian Broner did not take Paulie Malignaggi, main chick, and have his way with her, ways that she can't speak about, but she can only smile from satisfactory, and a lack of satisfactory that probably came with Paulie. From that point on, he probably hated all black men. He probably hated all black men. Every black man that something happens to them, he's probably thinking that I wish there was Adrian Broner. Because he hit my main chick, bro. You hit my main chick. Guys, I want to get your thoughts on this. I get it. It is another racial comment and video. But it is by somebody that shows you that even if you're a boxer, even if you had to work your way up, sometimes you have a mindset. And you look and you devalue sometimes the opposite race for whatever reason. Here's another example of him bringing up George Floyd and ripping a dead man's name to shreds. Ripping his reputation, still questioning the murder after it already has went to trial and had a verdict. And he have some comrades that's laughing at it. Again, put yourself in this position. Would he do the same thing to an Italian? Would Mario LOPAZ do the same thing to a Mexican? I'm going to say no. But I want to know your opinion. Subscribe, comment below, become a member, join the movement. She's just a side chick, bro. And I'm out.